We're chatting about your launch week game plan. So excited. You guys know I love launching. This is something I walk my clients through. So I'm really excited to share some of my favorite strategies and tips. Most of your launch efforts are going to be pre-launch. This means you're doing a lot of the work behind the scenes before you ever hit launch week. And I would say this is one of the main things that people maybe don't do or don't do well enough is that they don't really work on the pre-launch. And this is something that I work really closely on with my one-on-ones and my mini mind clients. The pre-launch phase of your launch is the most important. It's the make it or break it. But I'm going to be talking about what you can actually do after you've done the pre-launch strategies. We're going to go into the week one. So let's talk about some of the key things that you can do when you are launching. Now, this could be a new offer. This could be a special. This could be you've pivoted your business. Case in point, I pivoted my business back in April, and this is what I did. And then also it could even be for something like a website, right? You're launching a new brand and things like that. But the goal is that we're building hype. And this launch week game plan is going to help you with your conversions, whether that's opt-ins or that is sales. So this week, launch week game plan, it's the time for you to be super present, guys. Super present on your stories. You're going to be present in the DM, nurturing and building relationships with any of the people that have been on the fence. Because again, you've been pre-launching. They know it's coming. So this is a time where you're really establishing and building the relationship, checking in with people, being heavily present on stories. The work has already been done ahead of time, which is nice. And what's cool is if you have a passive product, you probably have automations in place and or you've outsourced parts of your business. And so this week should not be as crazy or as hard for you as other weeks during your launch phase. So it should be more fun and the focus is on getting the women on the fence into the program, into the offer, or taking action with whatever event you got going on if it's not an offer you're selling. So here are the 5 things that you need to keep in mind and implement during your launch week. Number 1, you need to have direct launch posts, okay? You need to be super direct with letting people know it's open, it's available, it's here, and literally just like blast the internet with the information that you have this new exciting thing happening. So that looks like a Facebook group post, an email list blast. This is an IG post, maybe a Facebook page post. Don't forget about your Facebook page, but you're really announcing the hype everywhere. Number 2, you're going to work on some strategic bonuses. And so one of the bonuses that I love to use is an early bird bonus. This is something like the first 24 to 72 hours when you're launching, people can get an early bird bonus. And so this would be maybe something like direct access to support with you. This could be swipe files. This could be a discount. So the first 24 hours, whoever buys this gets $200 off the program, or gets the offer at this price and the next week it's going up, but it's an early bird bonus. I love this and it's worked really, really well for my launches. The third thing you're going to want to implement in your launch week plan is overcoming the mid-launch slump. Can we just talk about this? Because it happens. It happens to every single person that launches. Right out the gate, you get so much momentum. Right, it's here, you blast the internet, all the people that have already been like being teased and nurtured, they're all excited, they share about it. You get a lot of people in to your program or offer at the first like day to 3 days. And then you hit the mid-launch slump, right? And this is where you personally need to work on your mindset majorly, because at that point, especially like I'll share my personal example. It happens every launch. You feel like, is my offer good enough? Am I good enough? Why aren't people taking action, right? And there's this opportunity for you to all of a sudden close up shop early and or pivot. A lot of people do that. They will pivot the offer because they're like, it's failing. Or they'll close up shop, and what that could look like is they literally close up or they just don't post about it anymore. And they're like, well, no one's biting, so I'm just gonna creep away and not talk about this and just see it as a flop. Don't do that, because mid-launch slump is a thing, and there's some things that we can do to help you get through that to get to the next momentum zone, which is your closing the cart. So some things you can do during your mid-launch slump is infuse inclusivity. Okay, so you guys see me, I use a lot of sticky notes. So I'm doing the sticky note wall with names of the women getting into my program. I am sharing maybe screenshots of people that have already been getting value. Like maybe I started with them. My own cards for high ticket could be like a month. Whereas like if you're doing like a passive offer, you should be doing like a week to 10 days. But like for my offer that's a 1 month, I've probably already started with women before other women are before it's closed up shop. So I'm able to actually show the results and the love of the offer before it's closed, which helps to infuse that inclusivity. Like, oh, people already in are loving it and getting results. Okay, I'm going to get into. You can share a Canva graphic of people who've got into your program or bought your offer, right? And we've all seen those on Canva where it's like the images of the women, we tag their name and they reshare it. And what your community is seeing is, okay, those are all the women that have gotten in. They start to go take a look at their accounts and they have this feeling like, I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that community and up level my business and XYZ, whatever your offer helps your avatar achieve. We want to start having them think that they want part of that too, right? People want to be shouted out. People want to be seen. And so show them through inclusivity tactics during your mid-launch slump. The fourth thing you should be doing fourth thing you should be doing during your launch week is the close cart urgency. So what you can do is you can have 48-hour notice. You start really hitting it hard that it's closing up shop. You're not just waiting to the last day or the last night to tell people. You're telling them 48 hours in advance. And what you're doing is you can also have a cart close bonus if you'd like that you can push where it's like, if you get in now, you also get this. Now the bonus they're getting at the end, the other people that would have gotten in already are going to get after. So okay, and then during that cart closing urgency, you're sharing a lot of social proof in the last 48 hours. So any type of social proof. And what I mean by social proof is showing that people loved it or have gotten results. Sharing the experience of the people that have already gotten XYZ offer. You're sharing that. You're sharing a whole lot so that the people who are on the fence are being convinced again and again as to why they don't want to miss out on this round. Then your cart is closing. So what you want to make sure you do is communicate with everyone that your cart is closing. Now, when it comes to email marketing, you can have several emails hitting your community before official close, but you don't want those to be going to everybody. The goal would be that you're email blasting to everyone once, and then for the people that you know are on the fence that have been clicking, you're tracking with tags and things like that, you're hitting them with several other emails that are like, okay, 4 hours, okay, 1 hour, etc. So, and then you're really infusing the FOMO in that cart is closing a blast, where what I mean by FOMO is fear of missing out. So you really are wanting to share that this is the last time. So if this is the last time you're launching this, use that as your FOMO, right? We're not going to lie and say it's the last time that we're doing it if we're not. But if you know you're closing up shop and this is the last time someone could take advantage of that, literally stating this is once the cart is closed, it is officially closed. Just even stating that can incentivize someone to be like, fear of missing out, right? If it's not coming back until a certain date, let people know that it's not going to be open again. I'm not going to sell this again until the fall of 2021. Also, if the price is going to be going up the next time, talk about that as well. But you really are just wanting to hit all the points of why should someone buy right now and address that. So there you have it. Those are the 5 things that you can implement during your launch week. These tactics have helped me lock in launches over the last 8 months, anywhere from 7,000 to 30,000. They work for my clients, they work for me, and I just want to hop in here and share the game plan with you so that you can start knowing how to show up. And what I do encourage you is that you start to warm people up. Now, that is again something I walk through with my clients, but just know that these steps are great and necessary and needed, but the bulk of the work is going to be beforehand in the warm up zone. All right, and if you have questions about launching, drop them. I want to know what questions that you have, what you're launching, what your plans are. I'd love to be in the process with you as you're developing that and warming people up. And I'm always here to support you guys. Also, before we hop off, 2 things. If you haven't already followed me on Instagram, go ahead and do that. That's where I show up a lot with other trainings. I've been doing IGTVs, IG stories. It's where I do a lot of announcement posts. So I don't want you guys to miss out on things. If you're loving the community in here and you're loving the training you're getting, go ahead and follow me on Instagram, which I'll drop in the link to the side of this video right after. Also, if you haven't already grabbed my 5-figure sales script, that is inside the group, and I'll also post it in the show notes. But that is a script that I literally developed and use, and it has helped me lock in those 30K sales months. So, and it's free. So go ahead and download it, get some practice. And if you have questions about your sales process and how to navigate a discovery/sales call, that's literally my jam. I'm obsessed with it currently and would love to help you with that too. And then, like I said at the beginning, there's a really exciting announcement dropping next week about a new offer. And I want you guys to be a part of it and involved in the making. So I'm going to let you guys know next week that information and let you know how you can help me develop that offer to be the best offer for you guys. But let me go ahead and see if there's any questions. Hi, Victoria. Yay, catch that replay, girl. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, whoever's catching #replay, go ahead and drop your questions about launching, about warming up, about sales processes, whatever you're struggling with. See this as your zone to get some hot seat coaching, #replay. And I'm always excited to be able to support you guys and can't wait for the next time I hop in live in here. Have a good rest of your Wednesday.